Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Sports Minorities Podcast. Your home for not-so-expert analysis, shit-talking, and indifference, and whether or not we should recognize who won our pick contest this year. I'm your host and resident Titans fan, enjoying the bye week. Joining me, as always, we have...
your reigning, defending, undisputed Sports Minorities champion.
Please mute this man.
Where's the mute button for this guy?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Shit, give me a fucking bucket.
God.
So yeah, no more Joe Judge, no more game no more losing. Can't get any worse. I love it. I love it. I'm Nori, and I'm back to being a happy Giants fan.
That's out of the playoffs. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is
Wow.
S.A. Rob, the resident Bucks fan, the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Bucks fan. Just glad to see the team made into the playoffs, because we had some issues. We still do.
Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Playoffs? Huh? What? What is this?
What's up, everybody? DJ here, Cowboys fan. And as much as I hate the Giants, the fact that Joe Judge got fired is just entertaining to me, and I laugh.
I'm actually sad about that. But
I said it last week. Guy's a fucking idiot, and I'm glad he's gone.
I was really hoping I could buy and contribute to Nori's alcohol fund, but when they announced his firing, I was just like, fuck, never mind.
Thank God, I was going to buy a large bottle of alcohol.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, wait, no, he's not going to need it.
I was already committed to at least
can.
$100. At
You
least
still
$100.
can. Don't be shy, guys. You still can.
Nothing's stopping y'all from still buying
alcohol.
that shit.
No, because they could be good next year, and then, he'll be happy
No.
again. Yeah.
We'll be happy.
no.
Yeah.
Happy alcohol, celebratory drinks, right?
Yes. No, I can't. I
See,
can't.
but no. Mm-mm.
Well,
I don't support this.
I don't either.
yeah, the regular season is over. So let's talk about real quickly how we did in Week 18 and who won our contest overall for the whole season. So
I thought we were skipping this section.
We're not.
I'll go through it quickly. DJ won the week 10-6. Chicken Wing, myself, and Nori went 9-7, and Rob went 8-8.
Good shit, DJ. I'm proud of you. You fucking won the week.
Fuck off.
It'll be a long fucking year.
Yes.
Yeah, well, welcome to
Chicken Wing
league.
finished first at 174. I finished second at 173. DJ in third at 170. Nori at 164, and Rob at 158. But
Why did you pick Philly?
Why did you pick Philly?
Acknowledge me.
I'll say
No.
I didn't know they were going to sit everybody until the game already started. So
Yeah,
my bad.
well,
Sorry.
happens.
And when I saw that game on there, and I didn't think about it, but then again, I should have asked the Giants fan. Oh, we know Philly's not going to try. They did that last year, so sorry, guys.
You are one hope.
Yeah, I know.
You
last
and
hope.
Ashley failed. Acknowledge me.
Who's
well,
who's talking? I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I have this guy muted.
I don't know
DJ, any
who that
final
is.
thoughts on Week 18, good sir?
You know what? Yeah, that's good. I like that one, for sure. You know what? I'm not really surprised about much. Most teams, sat starters, even if they only sat them for half the game, one quarter, whatever it is, the whole game. So, the games that ended in victories for the team I didn't pick, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to talk about one game. The Colts and the Jags.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Literally 2 weeks ago, I said the Colts are one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL, blah, blah, blah.
Nobody wants to play them.
Nobody wants to play the Colts.
Jackson
Then they get into a
does at home,
situation.
apparently. Jesus.
No, nobody has to play them.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now you don't have to worry about it. So even if they decide to be dangerous, who cares? So they get into a situation where it's simple, yet not at all. You win and you get in the playoffs. And what better team to be in front of you than a team that's won 2 games all season? Jacksonville Jaguars, who don't even have a coach at this point. Interim, but I was just about to say, didn't even need it.
Love those clown costumes.
26 to 11.
I was
Fucking
about to
beat the
say.
place, broke their backs.
The fans.
Never mind the coaching situation and everything Jacksonville's gone through this year. The clown thing.
Yes.
They showed up in force. And, man, There was like a sponsor for the game that was trying to pull out of their sponsorship deal that they had signed with the Jags for 3 years. They're trying to argue that it was tied to Urban Meyer being the coach. They're trying to find a legal battle. They're really upset that they were presenting sponsor for the game locally when everyone's going to be dressed as clowns. But the fact that the Jags won. 7.
Hold on. They didn't just win.
Exactly.
They did the exact opposite of what we all thought they were going to do. They demolished him. Like the Colts showed up that day like, you know what? We have no business being in the playoffs. Let's just dip out. Like,
I'm kind of mad I didn't pick this. I'm kind of mad I didn't see it because
who would have?
Because the Colts haven't won in Jacksonville in 7 years now.
He said that. He literally said that.
The Colts have not won there. I figured, okay, this should be a good time to break the curse. You know? But then again, like Jacksonville, like when there's nothing on the line for them, all of a sudden they show up. And I know that's frustrating for fans. I'm sure they're happy they were happy to keep a division rival out of the playoffs. But it's got to be frustrating for them, like, where the fuck was this all season? You know, so
Exactly.
Had JC trusted his instincts and picked Jacksonville and fucking Dallas, he'd have won. He'd have saved y'all.
Well, at the end of the day, Carson Wentz decided to go back to what we know he
Carson Wentz went
which is
back
why
to
Jacksonville won this game. And it was a blowout already, but it would have been more of a blowout if it wasn't the Jags, because the Jags were inside the 5-yard line twice. Could have scored, didn't kick field goals. Mm-hmm. It didn't matter. It just would have been worse.
In hindsight, who got the better end of that trade, the Colts or the Eagles?
The Eagles.
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 Hands down, Eagles.
Oh, the Eagles are in the playoffs. The Colts aren't. So
Yeah.
there you go. There it is.
It cost them a little money, but that's okay. They're in the playoffs.
It's okay. I mean, Carson Wentz is fleecing the Colts too. I mean, look what he's doing. He's getting all that money.
There's more to it though, because hold on, it's not that simple. Like, I think the Colts were right there where they needed to be. There were a few injuries away from. They decimated a lot of good teams, and the Eagles had a super soft schedule like the Cowboys. So I don't think they just won that trade. I wouldn't go that far.
Other games I want to mention: Vikings Bears, which ended up being the our GM and coaches are getting fired bowl. Because
yes,
yeah.
Just out everyone.
I will go out and say this was the best regular season finale weekend I can recall in recent memory. 3 overtime games on Sunday, 2 that were in danger of actually being ties, which would have thrown a fucking wrench in everything.
I would have loved to see a bunch of ties.
But especially that Sunday night game, I was praying for one. I was praying.
Almost happened.
Why are you calling a timeout? God, they were ready
to let the clock run out.
Yeah. So, it would have been great to see Roethlisberger out of the playoffs.
Eliminated because of a tie?
Consent. Yes, as a result of mutual consent.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Well played.
Chicken Wing, your thoughts on the week?
Jesus.
That's fucking great.
I mean,
that's okay. He's getting a retirement party in KC.
Yeah.
So I guess the biggest surprise out of everything we talked about so far, honestly, was actually no. I don't have any surprises. Like probably the most exciting game for me was the Chargers Raiders game. I know me and Rob, we were all over Twitter and we looked up Steeler Nation and. Oh, they were losing their shit, bro.
Yeah. We were talking about that in Discord, like Rigged was trending, all this other shit was trending. So
yes, yeah, and it was funny too because apparently the next day, I think Austin Eckler was told, I think by Derek Carr, that they were planning on tying anyway. Yes, so they called the timeout, and the expression on Austin Eckler's face, Jesus Christ, poor guy, he was pissed. He was really pissed. I mean, but at the end of the day, JC's right. A lot of these games, even the ones that didn't have much on the line, they were very exciting to watch. Mm-hmm. I lost my voice after the Niners-Rams game. With the amount of
no surprise. Yeah, no surprise there. Yeah.
No surprise there. Yeah. I was already calling it quits when it was 17-0. I was like, all right, GG's, go Saints. Fuck Rob, I was just saying everything I can to curse him, and then we came back, and then we won, and then I lost my voice, so that was fun.
Do you believe in Jimmy G?
Does now.
No.
Still,
you hesitated. Even if you said yes, you fucking hesitated.
No.
Yeah. Even if you said yes, you hesitated.
No, because it's still the same. If he can manage the game, he can win. but just because he got a luck game and he actually didn't make any stupid mistakes.
Game, dude. You guys have owned the Rams for how many seasons now?
I'm saying it's a luck game because of the fact that when you put the game on top of Jimmy G, 8 times out of 10 he'll drop the ball. He will fail.
Okay.
I'm happy he played a wonderful game and he needs to keep it up for the playoffs.
I wouldn't say wonderful, Mike.
He played a game.
It was a must-win.
I mean,
obviously,
a couple turnovers.
Yeah,
a couple turnovers.
I don't think you could be a
Mike.
shitty quarterback if you're down 0-17 and you end up beating one of the best teams in the NFL. But
yeah,
I mean,
with that secondary,
he doesn't need to be a
that
Pro
defense.
Bowl.
Come
He don't
on.
need
That's
to
what I'm
be-
saying. With that secondary, I mean our front
But against
seven.
the Rams secondary and defense.
Oh well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Against that second, oh yeah, you're right, JC. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm very happy that we walked away with that one. But like, going into this week's matchup, obviously we're gonna talk about it later. But yeah, I'm just happy that we just came out with the win and our secondary pulled through with the crucial pick when it happened. So that's all I'm gonna say to that.
Your rookie DB.
All right.
On top of
and
that too.
Nori, your thoughts on the week? Although I think you're going to be focusing on what happened after the week. But yeah, go ahead.
The 39 quarterback sneak, that one, right?
Oh my god!
Oh.
I still can't believe he did that shit. I still can't.
Sorry, my fault. Nori, go ahead.
I can believe it.
So I'm going to go with the actual biggest surprise of the week, since nobody actually picked them, was the Jaguars and Colts. That was insane.
Obviously.
We shouldn't be depending on like curses. That's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's real, but
I think
that.
it is. I'm gonna
I mean,
pick it every
they
time,
didn't win
though.
by a field goal. They didn't win by like a touchdown. They beat them like they had no business playing them. And like, where was this Jacksonville been all year?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
I don't think any of us saw that coming. Like, that's nuts. Especially money on the line. With money on the line, would you have picked the Jaguars and Colts? I mean, that's
no.
JC would have.
that's insane. But he didn't. So
If he had
Knowing
looked
the
at the
division,
did.
I should have. I mean, think about it. The year
That's
before,
what I'm saying.
the Jags won how many games last year? Not this past season, but the season before.
But my point is, you made the rational pick, and they just
Yeah,
happened
I
to
know.
win. You went with the rational thing. You made the smart call with money in the line. You made the smart call. That was a huge surprise to me, and I'm very surprised the Seahawks decided to show up for a game and beat the Cardinals with nothing to play for.
That was surprising.
That was
too.
pretty.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. I didn't see that coming.
I did.
Because division rival?
Yeah,
On
that's
the
exactly
road,
why.
though? Come on.
That's exactly why. Because Seahawks will always play their division rival tough. Look what they did to us 5 weeks ago. They beat the snot out of us when we had the lead, and they were already eliminated from the playoffs. They will play spoiler, especially to their division rival. That's for sure.
You picked Arizona.
I'm talking about 5 weeks ago when we played them.
When they played San Fran.
I don't know. I'm talking about surprises from last week. Last week I was surprised that
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was comparing them. Yes, I picked Arizona, but I'm not surprised that Seattle came out and played, is what I'm saying. And I compared it to the San Francisco game.
Let's see, Rob, your thoughts on Week 18? Let's round it
I'm
out.
glad it's over. I am just... Too much stress, man.
You didn't have a whole lot of stress. 41-17 or Carolina. I mean,
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, okay. No.
yeah. And I'm
Actually,
sure
I
you've
was
seen the videos
I was
of,
just glad to see that our receivers were showing up. Like, you guys got to understand that's our second and third string receivers that we haven't been using most of the year.
and
So
now
you
they're
think
gonna
they
get
were-
time to shine with Antonio Brown being long gone. So
Yeah, long gone. So,
So you think Bruce Arians was just giving them as many reps as possible before playoffs?
oh yeah, like they didn't have to go all
They
the
didn't have
way
to
up
play
to
up.
41.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
they literally could have stopped in the 30s and been fine. But like, you got to see the receivers get reps. You got to see a deep ball. You got to see, let them run the routes. So,
That's what I assumed when I saw some of the game.
like, I was just like, man, they're running the score up. But okay, cool. So,
what a weekend! What a season! First season with a 17-game regular season for each team. Bookended when you think about it. We mentioned the whole Jags and Colts thing. The Jags last season won one game. It was week 1 against Indy at home. Lost every other game, and now improved to 3 wins. How Jaguars was it? They not only won, but they still have the number 1 pick.
Number 1 pick still.
Yeah, because Detroit got the win over Green Bay. So
How Jaguars was it? That's funny. That was a funny sentence.
You fucking win, and then you still get the number 1 pick. It's great. Congrats, Jags.
Congrats, Jags. And yes, congrats, Chicken Wing. By 1 point, wins our pick contest for the regular season.
Whoa. Why are you so angry over there? You're my brother. You're supposed to fucking be happy for me.
Because he knows what a terrible one you are. And just so people can't hear, because he's like, I'm not a bad winner. This clown changes his name to Undisputed Fantasy Champion because he's humble, right?
Yeah, totally humble.
Extremely humble.
Right.
It's just a reminder to you cucks. That's all that is.
Wow.
Well, the smartest decision Chicken Wing made all season is instead of me paying him his winnings, he wanted me to just apply that to his fantasy football entry for next season. So I'm not putting him down for it. So
very smart.
Thank God we don't have to chase him down for
it. Good.
As I mentioned last week, he was going to try the $1 a week payment plan and probably would have defaulted after the second week. So
I'm telling you, we should just let him do it.
That being said, we're going to get into it. It'll be a chance of redemption for all of us. We're all putting another $20 in and doing a bracket challenge. But before we get into that and before we make our wildcard picks, we've already seen some coaches fired. Obviously, in the middle of the season, we know John Gruden was let go from the Las Vegas Raiders, who still made the playoffs. Pretty amazing, too.
In spite of,
yeah. Hell of an interim coach. We know Urban Meyer, a.k.a. The Grind, was let go from Jacksonville. And then the chips started to fall. Denver filed Vic Fangio, excuse me. Minnesota and Chicago both fired their head coaches and their GMs. So Mike Zimmer, Mike Nagy, GM Rick Spielman, and GM Ryan Pace are gone. The most surprising firing of the week is Brian Flores being let go from the Dolphins.
Giants, please go get him. Please.
If the Giants don't, they're stupid. And then the Giants, of course, wondering, I think they made everybody sweat for a day. I think this was a long coming, and they wanted to make sure they had the day all to themselves to announce that Joe Judge was being fired by the Giants.
That's what made me so happy when he called a quarterback sneak on their own 5-yard line on 3rd and 9. I'm like, okay, cool. I started celebrating because I knew there's no way in the New York media. There's no way Mara doesn't cave and fire this guy. So he sealed his fate.
Him on the field.
Because if they would have kept that game close, if they would have kept that game close, if they would have won, we would have kept Judge of the Year. But the fact that they just embarrassed themselves against Washington, missing like all those people, oh thank God! Now we got a new coach. I'm very happy about that.
And as mentioned earlier, Dave Gettleman retired as GM of the New York Giants. So,
quote unquote.
Yeah.
I think the Giants' strategy has been that they're going to hire GM first, and then find a coach.
Yep.
So
he said he's
apparently
going to
Brian Flores. I think he knew he was going to get let go because he interviewed for Chicago's job before the firing.
Oh, man, you know, that's the one that just doesn't make sense. I know Miami started the season off bad. We joked a lot. Are they going to win a game? Whatever. They lost to Jacksonville and London, for crying out loud.
The London Jaguars are undefeated.
I know, but the way they responded the rest of the season, dude, they almost made the playoffs. You know,
they leaped ahead. They leaped 6 spots ahead to grab Tua over Herbert, and you fire Flores. Okay, cool, man.
Flores wanted Herbert too.
Yep.
Exactly. He wanted Herbert. He doesn't like Tua, and not as a person. He just doesn't like Tua as a quarterback. But Stephen Ross was like, "Oh, I love Tua," so now we're at odds.
I feel so bad for Miami fans. I feel so bad for that fan base because they're starving for success, and every time they get close, Ross is like, "Haha, watch this." It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's sad. It's sad because Flores is gonna take another team to the playoff next year. Maybe Chicago. I don't know. He's a good ass coach.
I mean, he's got if he does land in Chicago, he's got Justin Fields already.
Yeah, although I have a feeling Chicago may go after Harbaugh, trying to get him out of Michigan. And yeah, I think Harbaugh wouldn't mind coaching Justin Fields. So
I wouldn't think so either. But then again, he's got ties to Miami.
Harbaugh does, yeah, but the Miami owner he was a Michigan alum and a donor. doesn't want
That's
to
what I'm
come down to
saying.
Michigan. So
Yeah, he's got ties there. I mean, now the Giants, if they get Harbaugh, I would unfriend Nori immediately. Probably block him on social media. On top of that, too, it was my coach. Damn it.
as far as the Dolphins, just for them to rattle off 7 wins,
7 straight wins.
Eliminated
Never
from
been done
playoff
before.
contention after losing to Tennessee, and then still beating the Patriots. Their season was bookended by victories over the New England Patriots, guys.
Yeah, they were 4 out of 6 in the past 3 years. They won 4 times against Bill Belichick. Like, who does that?
I was just, and then Brian Flores. So one thing I read was Brian Flores. Of course, he's a tough coach. He was trying to bring in what he learned from Bill Belichick as far as the locker room culture, bring that in. And Stephen Ross didn't like that. He thought he was too hard on the players. But none of the players will tell you that. Exactly. None of the players will tell you that. The players will tell you that they loved him.
Yeah, exactly.
He ran off
Ross is,
7 straight games, and Ross is like, "Oh, I don't like that. You're too tough on the players. Blah blah blah. 2 is the best." No, he's not.
I think Ross is fabricating these locker room bullshit of, he lost the locker room, because I can't find a single Miami player who complained about Flores.
No, not at all.
You know what I think it
Matter of
is?
fact, most of them are surprised that he got let go, and they hate it.
I really
All across the
think
league.
it's because of the
It's
fact
crazy.
that Flores wanted complete control, and Ross
Sure.
wasn't going to give it to him. I think that's what it boils down to, is that Flores wanted control of the coach. I mean, sorry, of the staff, of the players. Because had he gotten his way, Miami's a legitimate threat with Herbert, hands down.
That's what I'm. Put Herbert place Tua with Herbert. Now you have Herbert throwing to Waddle
On a
You
Miami
got that
defense,
and an upstart young
Defense,
defense
yes.
Miami has.
Exactly.
yes,
They're in the playoffs. Not even having this conversation. They're in the
they
playoffs.
would be a scary team to deal with.
I'll even argue that Miami wins that division with Herbert.
Oh, hands down,
We'll give
they
you
would
that.
beat
Yeah,
the snot out of Buffalo.
they beat the Patriots. Yeah, again.
Oh man, questionable firing for sure. I pretty much guarantee though that Flores will have a job somewhere in the NFL next season.
Let's go, Chicago.
He'll probably get hired next week.
Yeah.
Giants.
The
Let's
Giants
go,
better get off their asses and
Chicago.
hire a GM if they want a shot at Flores. That's
Well, there's only so many they can grab. They already interviewed the Bills one. They interviewed the vice president of player personnel for the Arizona Cardinals, and I think they're trying to poach, at least interview, the 49ers staff too. So they're
Fuck off my
smart
team.
enough. They're smart enough. Well, if you guys can't win the Super Bowl, let us try. So, yeah.
Remember what I
At
said
least
about
they're
your
smart
liver?
enough. At least
Fuck
they're
you.
smart enough to go outside of their division, outside of their conference, outside of their building. Just go get somebody else, because what we're doing for the last 10 fucking years is not working.
It's fine. It's all fine.
I hope the rumors are true and that Bill O'Brien is being interviewed by the Jaguars. You guys know I prayed for that.
He was not a bad coach. He was a bad GM. Just don't let him be the GM. As a coach, he did wonders with that team. Kept them in the playoffs consistently. As a coach, he's good. But if you have him as a GM, then you'll be very happy, yes.
Okay. For the sake of your liver, Nori, I really hope the Giants don't hire him as a GM and coach. So
As a GM, absolutely not. No, I don't.
No, JC, that rumor is true. He's actually going to interview tomorrow.
for the Jags?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's
As the coach or the
As the
GM.
coach.
Temper tantrum.
As a
Bill
coach.
No,
O'Brien.
As a coach.
As a head coach.
As
As
a
a head
coach.
coach.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
As a coach, he
Well,
wasn't
make his
bad.
way to the Jags
Look
spot.
at his record as a head coach. He wasn't bad.
No.
I agree with that.
Now look at his decision as GM. They were amazing.
No, we don't want to look at that shit.
Amazing. I don't know what y'all bitching about. I think it was a great GM in Houston. But
Of course you did. Yeah.
Of course you do. Not biased at all. No,
Nah,
never.
no bias whatsoever.
I fully expect Trevor
Great
Lawrence to be
things.
traded to somebody in the NFC West. Maybe
For a Nokia.
yeah, maybe Seattle.
Or a BlackBerry.
Nokia.
Dude, what if he? No. Let's. Okay. Let's put it aside for a second. What if he
That's
actually
funny.
does get away with that and gets Russ?
For
Gets
Trevor?
Wilson, it'll never happen.
I know
Whatever.
it never
It'll
happened,
never
but
happen.
No,
I mean-
he'd have to get
It'd
like
be scary if he did.
no.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know,
A young team, but no, I think he would be a good coach for Trevor Lawrence. Damn it, having
I bet.
played against or coached against him, I'm pretty sure it was a
Coached against him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
he coached against him.
yeah. So
I just want to give JC some trouble. That's all.
no,
Send Russell to Houston.
Send Russell to Indiana, or excuse me, Indianapolis.
No, the Colts are fine with Wentz. They're doing
No,
great.
no,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
know what?
no.
Wentz he's a stand-up guy, man. For sure.
Ooh,
I still think Russell Wilson
Rob,
ends
you're
up
on.
in-
You're on to
ends up
something.
with the Saints.
Yeah, let's send Russell Wilson to the
Send him to the Colts.
If Russell Wilson goes to
he's
the
got
Saints,
Taylor.
he'll be a scary team.
Oh my god.
He ends up in the Saints. I can't. I don't know
If he
why
ends
the
up on
Giants.
Saints, no.
I'm gonna be
Steelers, maybe?
pissed.
Patriots?
I'm gonna be
Or not
pissed if
Patriots,
the Giants
Panthers?
give up
No,
the first pick for him.
They
I'll
won't
be
go.
pissed.
He won't go. No, Mac Jones is.
I didn't
the
mean Patriots. I meant Panthers.
Oh yeah.
Carolina's a possibility, So
Carolina, Pittsburgh, New Orleans are top 3 quarterback needy teams for sure.
I think it's safe to say when the playoffs are over, this offseason is going to be insane.
It's gonna explode, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, speaking of the playoffs, let's get into it. We are going to be making our bracket predictions here overall. But what we're going to do is we're going to start as we normally would each week and make this time our wild card predictions. Now, let me just kind of lay out the games for you guys. Wild card Saturday, Las Vegas at Cincinnati. It's going to be on NBC. And then the night game Saturday, New England at Buffalo on CBS. Was kind of surprised by this. I really thought they were going to try and put Niners and Cowboys on a primetime slot on Saturday.
You would think, right?
Yeah. Wildcard Sunday is the triple header. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. That will be on Fox.
Sorry.
Minority matchup. San Francisco at Dallas is going to be on CBS, Paramount Plus, Amazon Prime, and Nickelodeon.
No wonder.
Nick Cast. All right.
And I highly recommend watching on Nickelodeon. That's actually pretty cool.
Nick Cast is amazing. The slime after.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
The Sunday night game, aka most likely Ben Roethlisberger's retirement party, Pittsburgh at Kansas City. My God, that's a lopsided matchup. But that's going to be on NBC. And then Monday, a wild card Monday, Arizona at the Los Angeles home team, the Los Angeles Rams, which wasn't much of a home team because the Niners took over that place on Week 18.
We sure did.
That will be on the entire ESPN family of networks. I believe there's going to be a Manning cast. And for the love of God, I would appreciate if anybody associated with the Tennessee Titans would stay the fuck off of the Manning cast on Monday night. Please. Don't need no
let that happen.
curses, okay? I'm just saying.
I hope they interview Mike Gabriel.
Fuck you. All right?
Yes.
No.
What if Derrick Henry goes on there?
Then you can kiss my ass. Speak that into existence.
What are you so angry about? Jesus.
I don't need anything fucking up my vibe right now, okay? So,
JC, the prophecy has been written. We're going to see each other. It's okay.
look, I'm just
Anyway,
going to go ahead and say
like-
it now. I deep down have a feeling this is the year my Titans finally get it in my lifetime. So,
Finally get out of the first round.
no,
Yes.
fuck you. Finally win the Super Bowl in my lifetime. Fuck
No,
you.
fuck you.
Unless you're
Get
going to
there.
Baltimore 4 times, it ain't happening, cousin.
Listen,
No,
they'll get there. Okay.
Get that feeling this is the year. It's the same feeling I had in 99 when the Spurs won theirs, 05 when the Spurs won theirs, 2014 with the Spurs, 2017 with the Stros. Fuck, 2001 with the Avalanche. This is that same feeling I've had. I was like, this has got to be it. This has to be it.
The year
So,
started off with Chicken Wing winning both the leagues. You think we're going to get happiness? It's not happening.
I even called that
Hey,
shit week
this
1.
year's gonna
I'm
be
gonna
miserable.
win.
Fucking
Things have to
miserable.
balance out, right? This is
Yes, we're
So,
calling on the force for balance.
yes.
I'm telling you, the prophecy's going to happen. It's going to be, I'm going to go through DJ, I'm going to go through Rob, and then I'm going to go through you, and then all will be written.
No, you're going to get to me. You'll blow another 10-point lead. You'll try and turn the lights out in L.A. or Dallas if they move the game there. Who knows? But
Yeah.
so,
We're having technical difficulties. I was out again. What the fuck's going on?
Could you imagine trying to start that big old electric bill too going up again?
Just saying.
So
Holy shit.
take like 5 hours. All right, so going in the order of how we did last week, as we usually do. DJ will be picking first. I'll be picking second. Chicken Wing third. Nori fourth, and Rob fifth.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do just the wild card games right now. DJ, starting with you. Or actually, you know what? Let me just get this one out of the way. Going to the Sunday night game. Is anybody picking Ben Roethlisberger to extend the last season of his NFL career?
No.
Man, but you would make good money on this one.
No.
No.
Vegas thinks it's lopsided too.
Yeah, it is.
I'm picking
13
logic.
points.
Have you
Are
seen
you
his
fucking kidding me?
pregame? Have you seen his pregame interview? Man's literally said, "Hey, out of the 14 teams, we're probably number 14. We are so outmatched in this game. We're just gonna go out there and have fun." Man's already accepted the fact
At least he's
he is
He
honest.
said
outclassed.
retirement party. Let's go. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna celebrate. People are gonna make money.
When he
Dude,
literally said that we are the worst team to be in this playoffs in the pregame interview, shit, you know he was done. He's already out of it.
All right. Now that
But
that's
if
out of
it-
the way, let's get to some of the tougher ones to pick here.
Okay.
DJ, Las Vegas Raiders at Cincinnati Bengals. Honestly, I think this one's a pretty underrated matchup too. So, who you got in this one?
I got Cincy in this one. I think it'll be a close game, and I think it'll be closer than people are thinking. But I still have Cincy in this. They've got too many offensive weapons.
I've also got Cincy. I know they lost to Cleveland last week, but let's be honest, they really didn't need it. They were going to be getting this 4 seed anyway.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a closer game than I think the 6-point spread, especially with the way the Raiders have been playing. But
It's only 5.5 now.
it's 5.5 now. Wow, half a point.
Vegas
Nice.
is making changes.
Oh, snap. Money's coming in on the Raiders, I guess. Yeah, finally the Bengals getting over the hump, winning a playoff game, and God knows how long, right? So, going with Cincy as well. Chicken wing.
Well, they haven't won yet, but
Thanks, Mike.
I'm just saying though.
Prediction, dumbass.
Shut up,
It's
Owen.
the expert predictions we get, DJ. This is what we get.
No, yeah,
This is expert.
I should know better by now. I don't know.
Exactly. As long as you know me, Jesus Christ.
Welcome to
Anyway.
paint.
Welcome to pain, he says, bitch. You don't even know pain yet. Anyway, no, I'm going with you guys. Since he's got too many weapons just for Vegas to contain, honestly.
Okay. Nori?
I do think this is not going to be as close as people think. I think the Bengals are really good at beating up mediocre teams. I think it was more the Chargers falling apart than the Raiders beating them. I think the Raiders are okay, but I think the Bengals are just going to keep doing what they're doing is 4 verticals, throw the ball to Jamar Chase, and hope he's somewhere out there and to get a win. So I don't think the Raiders have the defense to stop them.
All right, and Rob.
I got my money on LSU 2.0, so let's go.
There you go.
All right, the Cincinnati Tigers. Let's go.
All right, we're all taking Cincy there. New England at Buffalo, the rubber match. Each one has won a game in each other's stadium, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this one is in Buffalo, who was favored by 4.5, unless that's changed. DJ, what do you got here?
I actually like Buffalo in this matchup.
Okay.
So I think they'll win at home when it matters most, obviously being the playoffs. And New England beat them earlier this season, where Mac Jones only threw the ball 3 times. But I mean, look at the weather conditions. I mean, you've got that playing into the factor in the role of the actual game. Unless they have something like that happening, which I haven't seen. I mean, it looks like it's just going to be really, really cold. But I mean, both teams are used to that. So I think Buffalo will end up beating New England because they don't have that in their favor at this point. So
I'm going Buffalo as well. As the season closed out, the regular season, Buffalo finally hit their niche, is playing great, and New England seemed to be kind of limping into the playoffs, especially with the loss to Miami in the final game too. So I like Buffalo here for this one. So that's where I'm going with it. Chicken wing.
I'm gonna go with Buffalo on this one. I'm going to disagree with JC. I don't think they're just limping on. I knew that they locked in playoffs, so they weren't going to go all in. I know Belichick is a smart coach, and I want to give him faith, but I think Buffalo's just gonna use the offense that they have and overtake New England's defense, and they're gonna unlock it.
Okay, Nori.
I'm going to pick the Patriots, and I'm going to begrudgingly do it because the last time they actually tried to win a football game was Week 17. Week 17, they put up 50 points on Jacksonville, who beat the Buffalo Bills by 9. So,
the Taylors.
thank you, and the Taylors.
Yes.
Can we call them the
So-
Taylors anymore since they lost to Jacksonville?
No. They're still the Taylors. They're still Taylors.
So
Yeah.
and again, I could be wrong on this. This is really, I don't know why Yahoo's 80% confident that Buffalo's going to win. This game is going to be tight. I don't think the Patriots were super trying last week. They already had everything locked, like Mike said. So I'm going to pick the Patriots.
Okay. And Rob.
I'm gonna agree with Nori. I'm picking the Patriots. They had nothing to play for last week, and they still put up 24 points.
For sure.
So I think the offense is there. I don't know.
Okay.
Nothing else to. Yeah.
Let's move on then to Sunday, and the first game on Sunday does feature your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Rob. But this is one of those. We'll get your pick obviously because it is your team. I think I know what it is. Who you got? So
You have to ask me. Really?
I do have to ask you because it's kind of part of the
Okay.
show. So
Part of the show.
yeah.
Fucking
You're right.
Rude.
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Yes.
And that being said, does anybody think the Eagles get a win in Tampa on Wildcard Weekend?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Nope. All right.
All right.
easy pickings for
Well,
us. Yeah.
That
So-
was for you.
The Eagles are more like, I'm just happy to be here. I got these tickets, and
Pretty
even though I don't know
much.
what's going on in the game, I'm just happy to be here.
Very happy to be
Oh.
here. Yeah. So,
Yeah, I think they're heavily outmatched against the Bucks. Even injured with drama, they're still finding ways to win. And look at the Carolina; they didn't even need to. That was crazy. That was unnecessary, but I liked it.
Did anybody when this season began? I don't think any of us had two NFC East teams in the playoffs.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No, I had one who won the division being in the playoffs, and that's it.
Yeah.
I had.
So
Yeah, I think all of us had at least what the
Well,
three
we all had
West,
one because
right?
the champion has.
No,
to
we
be.
had all NFC West.
Yeah, we had all
Yeah.
NFC West,
NFC West primarily, yeah.
except for Rob. Rob was like, "No, fuck that, Minnesota all the way."
All
The
right.
only one to pick all NFC West. All of you guys picked like either two or three of them, and then somebody else.
Yeah.
All right, and the matchup on Sunday that may not be so lopsided: San Francisco at Dallas. This is a minority matchup here. So DJ and Chicken Wing, you guys are gonna be picking this one last. I'm gonna go first on this one, and
Racist.
no, it's not. Jesus Christ! Wow.
Gotta put himself over the fucking way.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I knew it. I saw it coming,
yeah.
bro.
Hey, black guys go last. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, back of the bus. You hear that shit, right?
Holy shit,
I know,
JC.
bro.
Jesus.
I didn't say that, Rosa Parks. Okay.
It's
Anyway.
20.
Oh my god. I wasn't
As
even
a-
saying anything, but JC.
as a
holy
reminder,
shit, man, the line,
Only
bro.
one of them is really black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's ironically picking
And that's me, by the way, guys. Just for,
Yes, it's definitely DJ.
Yeah.
Sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Anyway, I plan to be watching this on Nickelodeon just because the Nick cast is pretty fun.
Nick Ash is amazing.
Yeah. But I'm looking at the records on how they did on playoff teams and what's coming up right now, and looking at how this fan base took over LA. We saw it, the LA home team. It wasn't much of a home team. You can white out all you want in Dallas. There's going to be a lot of red there, and I have the Niners winning in Dallas on this wildcard game. So,
Damn.
that's where I'm going with this one. Nori, who are you
Nori.
picking on this one?
I'm definitely convincingly picking the 49ers. The Dallas, they look fantastic against shitty, horrible fucking teams. They're putting up like 50 points against Eagles, who are trash. They're putting up against 50 points against Washington. That's nice. But against good teams that are competitive NFL teams, they couldn't beat it even an injured Arizona. So when they'll come swiftly back to reality, Mike Carter will be severely outcoached, even if you don't believe in Jimmy G. And all their hopes and dreams will come crashing down in January, which is my favorite time of the year. So I have the 49ers winning this.
All right.
So,
Rob, what about you?
you're right. January is my favorite time of the year because
my God.
everyone at work is a Dallas fan, and I can't wait till they start complaining.
Oh
So, San Francisco, let's do it.
oh my god.
All right. Before we get into the picks of the represented fan bases here, I want to know between Chicken Wing and DJ, and in Chicken Wing's case, between him and his wife, what kind of side wagers you guys have going into this game.
First of all, fuck chicken wing.
Okay.
Let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way first.
I like
Oh
it
my
already.
God.
But anyway,
So
go
much
ahead.
for blood thicker than water, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. Fuck that, Rob. Fuck all that.
Oh my god.
Fuck all that this weekend. After this weekend, we may have a conversation, but fuck all that this weekend.
Oh, and
Mike, you go ahead.
His
You,
roommate.
yeah,
What side wager
Wow.
did you guys make? Two brothers here. What do you got?
did we do one for this year?
We didn't do it
Brothers?
this year.
Wow.
So normally what we do.
They're actual brothers, dipshit. I'm not. Golly.
Jesus.
Well played, Nori. Well played.
Yeah.
So normally what we do is at the beginning of the season we always see, we always bet who has the better record, and the loser has to not only pay the winner, but they have to support the support the team if they happen to be in the playoffs, which is why I still treasure the picture of DJ wearing the Niners cap. I still treasure that.
I want to remind America that I hate Chicken Wing and the Cowboys fans so much because they're all insufferable. But I'd rather deal with Chicken Wing than deal with Dallas fans.
All right.
But this year we didn't do a bet. Ironically, we didn't, because I would have had to cheer for Dallas had I done this bet this year, because they had the better record than us.
And truth be told, we weren't playing each other this year. We didn't expect to. We didn't know that was going to happen. So
Yeah,
Well, I mean, there's got to be an understood corollary to that bet if you meet in the playoffs. I mean,
So.
yeah,
that would be the only time we wouldn't actually cheer for the other opponent's team.
right.
But obviously, if we played each other and obviously the winning team goes, then I would have had to play, go for Dallas. Yay, go Dallas! And eat at my soul every time I say that too. So as far as the woman is concerned, there was going to be a side bet, but she didn't go through with it. And this was week 16 when we first started talking about it, when we first started doing the playoff machine. No, week 14, sorry. And so she waited till day before yesterday. She's going to go through that bet? No. Mm-mm. Nope. Because I'm actually legitimately concerned. This is the tale of two opposites. We have a great front seven on defense. They have a bad one. But they have great DBs, and we have bad ones. So it's just...
you think our front seven is bad?
Compared to ours? It's just...
You think it's bad, though?
I'm not saying it's
You
bad.
have a quarterback that's in the Super Bowl and one that got nowhere near there. Opposites.
Well, there's that. Yes, there's that. But we're first whenever we go to the red zone, we will score. Dallas is 23rd.
Oh shit, Chigwig's busting out stats. This is serious shit.
I was going to say, that's my job, dude. What the fuck?
What the hell? I was waiting for DJ for this. He's where I get all my stats from.
Wow.
You got Diggs, who has the most picks, but gives up the most TDs. So that's going against Debo.
In your defense, there, I mean, you took that shit from me, Mike. Okay, I said that last week, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, but he's going to it's going to be obvious. He's going to be matched up with Debo, who gets the most yards per catch. I'm sorry, yards after catch. Yeah. And
Is that a smart matchup to put him against Debo, though?
It's not, because he's chasing a running back and uses wide receivers. So good luck with that.
It's not, but then he has to deal with Ayuk. He's got to deal with Kittle. He's got to get matched up with somebody. So, but you don't have anybody else DBs that's noticeable. Now, Micah Parsons, he is killing it. He is definitely killing it, and he's gonna stuff Mitchell. That's just hands down. He can stuff Mitchell, but he doesn't have the size to stop Debo. He'll slow him down. You know what I'm saying? So
I think Parsons should quarterback's spy Kittle the entire time, because Dallas does not have anybody besides Parsons who can cover Kittle.
That's what I'm saying. So on defense, it's just a tale of two tapes. Dallas's offensive line significantly better than ours. They will protect Dak with their fucking lives. Jimmy G will get touched at least 3 times. I'm calling it. He'll get pressured a lot. So this game really has me worried. I mean, if we get through Dallas, we own real estate in Lambeau. I'm not worried about that. And then I'll be concerned with the Bucs if they make it to the NFC Championship. So honestly, yes, I'm going to go for my team, but it's going to be super close. I think it's going to really, really come down to turnover differential.
So no side bet then, because you're that worried.
Yeah.
Okay.
No side bet.
Lame. Disappointing. Couldn't even cheer for Dallas the rest of the way if they win. So
It would eat away at my soul if I did that.
It would make your wife happy.
Yeah, it would make her happy, and then I have to pay for it.
Now, Mike, I realize you.
Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. I already have to give Rob a fucking souvenir if I go. So.
Right. Can't
Fuck
wait
me.
for my pyramid.
Fuck you, Rob.
I was gonna
All
say, Mike. I mean, you didn't actually say what the side bet would have been. Street didn't go through. I mean, what would you had to do?
Her side bet was, because at first I said, you have to cheer for the
Got you,
for
Rob.
the person, right? Throughout the playoffs. But then she wanted to be cute, and she was like, and then you got to cheer for them all next season. And I was like, fuck.
Chicken,
Wow.
take the bet.
And see, I kind of want you to take that bet because if y'all lose, I've already got bragging rights over your Niners for 4 years. And then I'll get bragging rights for 4 more years because Titans are playing Dallas next year in Nashville. So I wouldn't mind getting bragging rights over Chicken Wing 2 years in a row. Just saying.
That's assuming we don't see each other at Super Bowl, bitch.
Just saying, if Mike goes to Egypt, I hope that's a one-way ticket.
No,
Nice.
no. How am I
Yeah,
going to get my
wait.
souvenir if it's a one-way ticket?
That's
I thought
true.
about that.
The
Rob
UPS
needs
is
his
pretty
pyramid.
fast. So
Exactly.
I mean, no, I'm good.
You should have back to him. He's good.
So yeah, that was her side bet. But then 4 weeks later, I was like, nah, fuck that.
So she got greedy. That kind of
She did get greedy.
Yeah. That's okay.
I would like to also note that Chicken Wing and his wife are temporarily divorced, at least until
Roommate.
Sunday.
I'm single.
No,
Bitches, I'm
This-
fucking single, bro.
Okay.
I don't give a
All
He
fuck.
right.
said roommate.
All right.
That's it.
He's got a hall pass and he's headed to Applebee's. Everybody.
You
So.
damn right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'll treat
Damn,
anybody
chicken, we
out.
partying with Urban Meyer this weekend? What?
What?
I'm trying.
Hashtag grind.
That's
All
right.
right.
Yes.
Oh shit! Hey, I
Grind.
might die. So
Hey, at least Mike has a
Post
job.
that shit.
Oh my god.
what?
That's shot.
At
Way
least
to go,
Mike
Rob.
has a
Oh, that's
Good,
what the fuck I
good
had.
shit, Rob. Good shit.
Guys, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I'm just saying.
All right,
Shit.
DJ.
Mike is employed, so.
Obviously, you're picking Dallas. Tell us why you think the Cowboys are going to win here.
Well, secondly, I've already said this once. I'll say it again. Fuck Mike. So we'll get that out of the way.
So much hatred. Like, love me. I'm your brother.
Only
Acknowledge-
he has to.
Champion.
That's,
Hey, you know who else were brothers? Cain and Abel.
Oh, Jesus.
wow.
Wow, you
Now
went
we're getting
there?
biblical in
Holy
this bitch.
fuck.
Jesus.
Jesus, Rob. Wow.
Fuck, Rob.
Look.
Jesus.
It's not wrong, though. But anyway.
Well, I'll say this: it's going to be a close game, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I mean, this is one of the deeper rivalries in football, and it's just going to be a fun game. I know that for a fact already, so I'm just looking forward to actually watching it. So there's that. I do think Dallas is going to win the game. I think this is going to turn into a shootout. That's what I think is going to happen. And because of the fact that it's going to be a shootout, there's going to be one team making one more play than the other, and that will be Dallas, because what will end up happening is Jimmy G will try and do too much, and he will make a mistake. And we'll capitalize on the mistake, and we'll win the game. I'm not even going to go into stats or anything like that. The fact is, it's going to be a shootout. We're all going to have fun watching the game. Dallas will come out on top because of one mistake by Jimmy G.
All right.
I probably should put some time out for Monday because of how much I'll drink for that game.
You really should. I almost took the day
Probably
off. Not even
should.
gonna lie.
Did you carry
I
over
almost took the day
PTO
off.
this year?
You probably should use
Holy
it.
shit.
You know.
No, I mean, no, I
No.
didn't because I got sick.
No, he's gonna need PTO for his trip to Egypt.
There's that too. So I gotta have PTO for the trip, but I'm probably gonna do like a half day or Monday or something like that because I'll be consuming so
For
much.
those
alcohol.
not aware, it's a long-running bet between Chicken Wing and his wife. If the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, they got to go to Egypt. But if the Niners win, they got to go to Greece. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That sounds like a win-win
Yeah,
either
we're in the
way.
Mediterranean.
so
But the thing is the loser has to pay for the whole trip.
it's a fucking
Everything.
joint bank account. Do you really,
I mean, again, it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah,
All right, Mike.
so-
Come on.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's all Greek to me.
All
right.
I just want my souvenir.
Great.
It's a win-win for me. either
Probably.
way.
I don't give a damn where you go. I want my shit.
I don't care where you
Bring
go.
my shit to
Just
me.
get something
I want
nice.
a replica of the
and-
Parthenon. God damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd settle for the Coliseum.
First of all, no, it's not Egypt. Okay, it's gonna be the Colosseum, which is in Greece, woman.
That's in Rome.
It's
dumbass.
in Rome, dummy.
Shut up.
my
Shit.
God.
Let me have this. Let me have this.
Spoken by somebody who
no,
graduated
no.
from Justin.
Jesus.
Guy beat us in 2 leagues. It doesn't know no fucking geography.
He does not.
God damn.
It's in
He's
the
gonna be like,
movie
oh,
fucking
Logan.
Gladiator. Jesus.
He's like, oh man, the Great Wall of Russia. Fuck yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, dude.
Great Wall of
There it
Russia.
is.
See, you already know, Nori. Come on.
This is why we can't let him win
The
anymore.
Berlin Wall in Athens. Hell yeah.
You
This is who is representing us now for fantasy leagues. This is our champion.
Boys,
know? Oh my gosh.
I need geography to fucking beat y'all in football. Shut up, hoes.
You need geography if you're going to go to that part of the country, idiot. I dare
At least you know where you're going.
I dare you to go to Greece, dude. You know where the Coliseum is? I'll just
Hey, I'll do it. Fucking do it.
Zeus will strike you down from right there.
Put it on TikTok too. Y'all give a fuck.
Jesus. All right. And the final wildcard game is on
On a Monday. I still don't like playoff games on a Monday, but you know, this is going to be interesting to see whoever wins this game if they feel they're going to have some sort of competitive disadvantage, yeah, just because we don't know if they win, if they're going to be scheduled to play. I would think on a Sunday, but with the wild card round, it's kind of up in the air.
year, right? So, Arizona
At Los Angeles, the Rams.
DJ, where are you going with this one?
Got Arizona winning this game.
Okay.
I've got Arizona winning. I think the offense will be more than the Rams can handle, and as we know, the Rams are inconsistent. And unfortunately for them, it's going to carry over into the playoffs, and it'll cost them the game.
Okay.
I've also got Arizona winning this one as well. You said it yourself, the Rams are just too inconsistent. Both of these teams are coming to the playoffs with a loss, but the one thing I think concerned there, and I think it's going to have a lot to do with it, if this happens to be true, is that J.J. Watt should be back for the playoffs. I don't think they'll have DeAndre Hopkins back, but that's going to disrupt a lot of what the Rams do on offense. So I got Arizona. Chicken Wing, what about you?
It's because Hopkins ain't coming back. I still got the Rams. Don't care what nobody says. They're going to smack around that team left and right.
Right.
Nori?
Rams are good, but they don't know how to close out games. 49ers had no business coming back and beating them, but the fact that they did, they're Monday, right? They are probably the most talented team in football, but I don't think they'll be ready for an extremely hungry Arizona. I have Arizona going to the Super Bowl, actually.
Okay. And Rob.
Taking the LA home team. Missing D Hop is going to be critical to this. And yeah, I think Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp will just connect on a lot of really good throws.
Big
Right.
facts.
Well,
Those are our wild card picks. Now it's time to get into
the full bracket.
Now, for those wondering how we're doing this, we're doing points like you would a standard bracket. 4 points for each correct wild card pick, 8 points for each correct divisional round pick, 16 for each correct conference championship pick, and if you get the Super Bowl pick correct, a whopping 32 points. So your maximum point amount can be up to 120. Whoever has the most points, when all is said and done, is going to win our little bracket challenge. And you also do have to provide the final score of the Super Bowl as a little tiebreaker if necessary. So, for the remainder of the bracket, we're going to go in the order of how we finished overall. So, Chicken Wing, starting with you, we'll start on the NFC side. Now, based on what you picked in the wild card, your first matchup will be Green Bay hosting San Francisco. Who you got?
Since there's money on the line on this one, I'm gonna go
Nah.
Green Bay.
Go with your heart.
Shut up.
Okay.
Go with your heart. Chicken.
I mean, didn't you say y'all had real estate in Lambeau? That's what you told me.
Yeah, I could have swore that
Could've
was.
sworn you
was-
said that.
That's
Whoa.
what
We do. We do.
You know what? You probably fucking defaulted on that.
No.
Beginning of
No,
the-
no.
Sorry, what happened?
We have real estate, but the problem is we can't stop the pass, which is what Green Bay is really good at. And if we could barely get away with it in Dallas, we definitely are not going to get away with it in Lambeau.
Okay. Your next matchup then is Tampa Bay hosting the Los Angeles Rams.
I don't like this one. This one's tough.
I love this one.
Well, yeah, you, because you're like, oh, my team. Sure. Anyway,
Did I ever say that? I didn't say that. Nope.
this bitch he's thinking it. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna say the better coach and the better quarterback wins this game. So this will still be Tampa Bay.
Okay. On to the AFC side, Tennessee hosting Cincinnati.
With Derrick Henry.
With Derrick Henry, that's gonna be Tennessee.
He'll be there. And the other matchup, Kansas City hosting Buffalo.
Kansas City.
All right. Back to the NFC side. NFC Championship, Green Bay hosting Tampa Bay.
Green Bay. They're going to take advantage of the fact that Tampa Bay doesn't have receivers.
All right. AFC Championship, Tennessee hosting Kansas City.
Kansas City. They're gonna lock you out again.
All right.
Why you say fuck me? Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you heard it.
Wow.
Super Bowl 56. Green Bay taking on Kansas City. What do you have? Who do you have winning, and what's the final score?
I have Green Bay winning, and it's going to be 38-35.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Myself, I'm next. My first matchup coming out of this, Green Bay hosting San Francisco. I also had Green Bay. Tampa Bay hosting Arizona. I actually have Arizona winning that one. So Arizona's pretty good on the road. Tennessee hosting Cincinnati. I've got Tennessee. Kansas City hosting Buffalo. I've got Buffalo coming out of that one, pulling off an upset. So, call me crazy, but I think that's going to be a shootout. NFC Championship, Green Bay hosting Arizona. I got Arizona winning that in Green Bay because that's the game that Green Bay always loses every season, it seems like. And Tennessee hosting Buffalo. Give me Tennessee. I said that this is the year they're going to win the Super Bowl 34-31 over Arizona. It'd be poetic because the Cardinals blew them out week 1, so for them to come and avenge that loss and win it all, that'd be great. So that's what I got. I know, no surprises anybody. DJ, based on what you picked, you have Green Bay hosting Arizona in the divisional round. Who do you have winning that?
Green Bay.
Okay. Tampa Bay hosting Dallas.
Dallas.
All right. Tennessee hosting Cincinnati.
I've got Tennessee winning that game.
All right. Kansas City hosting Buffalo.
I actually also have Buffalo winning that game.
Ooh, all right. I thought I was going to be the only one. All right. Green Bay hosting Dallas in the NFC Championship.
Green Bay.
Okay. And Tennessee hosting Buffalo in the AFC Championship.
Tennessee.
So your Super Bowl is Green Bay against Tennessee. Who's winning and what's the final score?
Green Bay 31-27.
Right. On to Nori.
Giants.
Huh?
Giants.
We didn't ask who was on vacation. We did.
Green Bay hosting San Francisco. Who you got?
49ers.
All right. And you said earlier you have Arizona in the Super Bowl. So you have them beating Tampa and then beating the 49ers, right? So
I do.
All right. Tennessee hosting New England.
Tennessee.
Kansas City hosting Cincinnati.
Kansas City.
And then Tennessee hosting Kansas City.
Kansas City.
And your Super Bowl, Arizona against Kansas City.
75-70 Arizona. Final score.
Fucking love it. That'll be a badass Super Bowl, man.
That'd be a fucking great game.
Let's
Yeah,
for that
bro.
score. Jesus
Hut
Christ.
touchdown. Hut touchdown.
Yes.
Kickoff return touchdown.
Rob.
Block punt touchdown.
Right. It's special teams war. Green Bay hosting San Francisco based on what you picked. Who you got?
Frisco.
Frisco. All right. Tampa hosting the Rams. Oh, interesting one there for you. What do you got?
Tampa, yeah.
Okay. Tennessee hosting New England.
Tennessee.
And Kansas City hosting Cincinnati.
Casey.
Your NFC Championship is San Francisco going to Tampa.
Tampa. Just to annoy Mike.
Okay. Tennessee hosting Kansas City.
Tennessee.
And, oh my god, Tampa against Tennessee in the Super Bowl. Who you got? What's the final score?
Tampa 27-24 because of field goals.
Fuck.
You know he did this on purpose, right?
I
You
know
he
he
did this
did.
on purpose.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wow, two minority matchups on your way to try and win it all? Is that what it is?
That's right.
All right. So, oh, interesting. Okay, so DJ's got Green Bay winning it all over Tennessee. Rob has Tampa winning it over Tennessee. Chicken Wing has Green Bay winning over Kansas City. Nori has Arizona winning over Kansas City. And I've got Tennessee winning over Arizona. So,
So someone's going to be wrong.
Oh, JC, I messed up.
what?
I had Kansas City winning over Arizona.
Oh, you had Kansas City. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I might have clicked the wrong one. That's right. You had Kansas City. Okay.
Racist.
My bad. So,
Yeah, stupid.
those are our bracket picks, guys. This is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. Now, we're still going to do a show every week, and obviously someone's bracket may be wrong. Is probably going to be wrong after the wild card round. So we'll still pick the individual games just for shits and giggles, but obviously our brackets are locked in. Now, if you want to make any changes to your bracket, you have until 11 a.m. Saturday. You got to let me know by then if you want to make any changes to your bracket. At that point, if there's no changes, your bracket is locked in. So, just letting you guys know that. So.
Excellent.
All right. Guys, how excited are you for the playoffs this time of year? Or
Can't
just
wait.
this year, it's interesting.
Fucking excited. Yes.
Yeah.
Not wait.
Can't
Once
wait
Dallas
to
is
hear the
out,
moans and
I'll
groans of
be happy.
Dallas.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I just want Dallas out.
I
Everybody else
fucking knew
wins.
it, bro. I can hear you smiling through this. I know you can. I can just hear it.
I can't fucking wait for Dallas to be out. Their miserable goddamn fan base to be just screaming in tears. What do you mean? We were the number one in stats. DJ told us. How did we lose?
You
Fuck
got
you
that
all.
right. We listen to this guy all the time. He tells us we're number one and everything. What the shit?
Wow.
I can't wait. We beat up on a bunch of bad teams. I don't understand how we lost in the first round.
But we talk so much shit. Yeah, I know. So
Totally worth
Well, listen. As long as I'm not put in that group, Nori, that's
You're
all I
not.
care about.
That's why
You're
I love you.
not.
you're
Yeah.
not. You're not.
Okay.
You're one of the few
I appreciate it.
respectable Dallas fans that we like.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
until they win.
Listen, even still, I don't do that. The only person that's going to feel my wrath that day is Mike. That's it.
No, that's appropriate. We'll let that pass.
And Mike knows. Don't turn your phone off, Mike. Don't fucking do it. Not
Yeah,
I
Mike.
didn't plan on it, but all right.
All right.
Don't do it.
Exactly.
We'll recap the crazy wildcard weekend. Probably discuss if there is going to be any sort of disadvantage to the winner of the Rams and Cardinals. I think they purposefully scheduled that game to be the Monday night game because it is a 4-5 matchup, and based on the previous ones, they can figure out who they would be playing if they win and schedule that game for Sunday, just so there's no sort of competitive disadvantage, with them having one less day to get ready. So, yeah, guys.
So,
What's up?
just one quick thing. So, Mike, you mentioned Ben Roethlisberger and what he said when he was interviewed. I actually found the quote, and I want to read it so y'all can hear everything he said. As a group, you understand that we probably aren't supposed to be here. Probably not a very good football team. 14 teams I think are in, we're probably number 14. You don't have a chance. Let's just go out there and have fun.
Man, he's gonna screw my entire bracket.
Based on the records, yeah. The two Pennsylvania teams are the 7 seeds in each conference, when you think about it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, man's accepted fate already.
Actually, by record, they're the second worst team because that tie saves them from having the worst record of all the playoff teams.
That means it's a loss. We know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. It's a loss.
That is funny.
Lost to the lines.
I will say it is weird to go through an NFL season and nobody had an 8-8 record. We got close though, because if the Steelers had tied, or I think if the Steelers had tied, if they had tied, they would have finished 8-8. Or if they had lost, they would have finished 8-8-1. That's what it was. So
Can't believe the Philadelphia Eagles made the playoffs.
I mean, gosh.
Sounds about right.
Why?
Oh, that does remind me of one thing, Nori. You weren't here last week, but we, with Washington announcing on February 2nd, they will announce their new mascot. We wanted to get your thoughts on what you think the mascot will be, and if you had a choice, what would you name the franchise?
There was a leak that came out for the Commanders, which is okay, but I really was liking the first one they picked with the Red Wolves. That would have been fucking dope.
Unfortunately,
because if you're gonna be a shitty ass team, at least have cool uniforms. You know,
trademark.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's just trademark issues that they don't want to deal with. So, yeah.
Well, you know, Snyder's known for making the fan base happy, so I think he'll pick the most uncreative one, which is the Commanders. So, losing them, yeah, that'd be fun.
If you were naming it, what would you name it?
The Mystery Man. Mike.
The Washington controversy.
Yes.
You're dating back 50 years in emails and bullshit and racism, sexism.
What would the helmet logo be?
Dan Snyder's face just smiling with a thumbs up. That'd be the most OP football team, because at least just own what you are. You know, you're a sack of shit owner. You're a sack of shit person. You know, you don't know what you're doing with football. You're literally not even doing everything you can to give Ron Rivera everything he needs. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's fun and sad to watch them run to the ground continuously.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because we made the joke that if he did have to sell the team, it'd be funny if they call themselves the Snyders with his face on it.
Yes, so he's forced to sell the team, but he leaves it named after himself. You know,
and they can't change it for a minimum 10 years.
That would be a flex he could have. He's absolutely out of everybody, all the billionaire white owners.
Yeah.
He is in my top 3 of arrogance. That's saying a lot.
See, that's the biggest dick move I do.
I support this.
The other name that we came up with was the Colonizers.
That's a good one. That's a pretty good one, Mike.
I said Caucasians.
Yeah.
Hail to the white people. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd have any black people that would play on that team. You know what I mean? But the controversy, they could just like at least laugh at it. So.
Yeah. And then the logo behind the flag would be like some dude, you know, putting the flag on the top of a mountain.
Some guy shredding papers or some shit like that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. Putting them in the trash can and setting it on fire. Yeah. Burning evidence for sure.
Cool guys. Well,
now you know that team is on fire because even the sorry ass Giants didn't lose by fucking 50. What the hell's wrong with you? It's a Dallas. Come on, dude. Put up a fight.
Speaking of which, your Giants are getting the number 5 pick in the draft, right?
Wow.
Sure.
I think that's what it is. They'll get the 5, and then they get the pick from the Chicago Bears, so they're going to get 5 and 7 in the draft.
5 and 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
You get 2 top 10 picks.
Yeah.
I believe one is used for the offensive line, and one is used for the defensive line or corner. I'd be really, really happy with those 2 picks. Don't reach on a goddamn quarterback.
Well,
Please.
I'm sure in the coming weeks, when the Giants make a decision on a GM and subsequently a coach, we'll be getting Nor's reaction here to that. So, but yeah, the clock already is on the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got the number 1 pick. Then it's the Detroit Lions. And there's actually 3 teams that went 4-13, and I believe the tiebreaker is strength of schedule. So it is
Ideal scenario.
Houston, then the Jets, and then the Giants. Is that the order there? So
my ideal scenario is to poach one of the 49ers executives and for a head coach, Kellen Moore.
You're going to take Kellen Moore or Brian Flores?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Cool.
We need offense. We can't score points. Kellen Moore is like one of the best offensive coordinators in the league. He's making Dallas look competent. Come on, dude.
Okay. That's true. So
he does have a great offensive mind, for sure.
Well, we will recap the wild card round next week and then discuss what happened and make some picks into the divisional round and see if any hires have been made on any of these coaching changes, GM changes, whatnot, or if any other late firings come through. So finally, I want to say congrats to the Georgia Bulldogs winning their first
national championship
since 1980. Amazing.
Yep.
So
beating Bama.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Best TikTok I saw about it was a guy crying, and they put on there, he didn't cry when he got married, he didn't cry when his kids were born. But the dogs win a championship, and he's crying, and all I have to say is, let the grown man cry. I can relate.
Nice. Let the grown man cry.
So,
Much respect to Georgia and to Alabama. Saban, classy in defeat, congratulating the coach on the field, and Georgia coach asking how Williams' injury was, how bad it was, and sure, well, if it was confirmed, it was a torn ACL. So, yeah, didn't see much of the game, but I will say this: the playoff does need to expand. So whatever the fuck is holding that up, get off your ass. I don't care what conference you're in, whether you're the Pac-12 or Big 12. Expanding the playoff is good for all of college football at this point. So, anyway, congrats to Georgia, national champs. I think a lot of people are happy that Bama didn't win, but they're always in the mix, right? So, thank you everyone for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. I'm JC, your resident Titan fan. Joining me as always are
the undisputed best
Muted.
champion ever,
Muted.
Chicken Wing.
Muted.
Shut up.
Muted.
Shut up. Fuck you. Let me have this.
No.
Yes. Acknowledge me.
Oh my God.
Who are you?
Giants fan here. I'm back to being happy. I'm back to drinking for happiness. I would rather the goddamn positions be vacant than ran by fucking Joe Judge. So right now, we're off to a great start. We're 0-0. You all can eat a dick.
all right.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rob, the defending champions, Bucks fan. Just hoping stuff goes right, because I really want to eliminate Chicken Wing in the next round. That is all. Screw Chicken Wing.
You can fuck off, Rob.
DJ here, Cowboys fan. Fuck Mike, fuck the Niners, go Cowboys.
It's gonna be intense, man. I need
The prophecy is
49ers win the
spoken.
Super Bowl, and this will be our last episode of that podcast. So,
Facts.
As long as I get my souvenir, I really don't care.
Yeah, see? Come on. Mike's gonna win, and he's gonna win all of it. Everything.
Yeah, then we can just quit sports. I hear soccer's really good.
Especially
What I've
the
heard.
World Cup, that is this year.
I'm gonna get into competitive bowling.
Oh, nice. I'll
Nice.
just watch the Ocho and see what I can get to. All right, guys. Take care. We'll catch y'all next week. And happy playoffs, everybody. Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at SportsMinorPod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
I don't get like the decisions around the league for some of these things. Like, why are the Giants the Giants? Why do you wait all this time to fire Joe Judge? It's like, you know, you have a flat tire, and you're still trying to like go forward anyway. Call AAA, get a replacement, fire him. I don't understand. This is what it's like to be a Giants fan all fucking year. It's like getting punched in the face over and over, and nobody will let you put your hands up to defend yourself.
I was really hoping after he ran that quarterback sneak that they're like, oh, the owner would have gone down, hey, just give me your headset, you're fucking fired. And he would have just called plays the rest of the damn game. So
When I saw that quarterback sneak, man, initially I karate kicked my remote initially, but then after I calmed down, after I fucking Cobra Kai'd that shit, I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. He just did the one thing you can't do in New York. Like, he just coached himself out of the league. I shouldn't say out of the league, out of this position right now.
out of the city,
So-
for crying out.
Oh, and then also, by the way, not only did Judge call the quarterback sneak, not only that, but he's the one who insisted that Mike Glennon was an upgrade. So your football acumen is
I don't
Mike
understand
Glennon.
that at all. Mike Glennon is good at being tall, and that's it. That's literally it.
I think he'd be good at being a giraffe. That's it. His neck is just like right there. Like, if I need you to look out the window and tell me what the weather is, then do that. But goddamn it, he should never be in an NFL uniform ever again. He was so bad. The pain's over. Our season's done. I've been waiting for our season to end since we lost to Washington in week 2. I've been waiting for it to come to an end, and here we are, and I'm happy.